news conference. I'm not even kidding, not even making this up. This past Thursday. You want to YouTube and check it out. But it was an outlandish slip-up. And, you know what happened at 9/11. It was the deadliest attack on U.S. soil. It wasn't just an incident. The deadliest attack on U.S. soil. And Nancy Pelosi referred to 9/11 terror attacks that killed nearly 3,000 Americans as, nonchalantly just an incident. And then Pelosi then falsely stated the Trump administration separated families because they believe moms who want to escape rape, murder, and gang violence for their child are unfit. She claimed that Republicans are actually weaker on the issues than Democrats because they did not implement some of the 9/11 Commission recommendations that concern border security enforcement immigration. She says, we have a responsibility to protect our borders, all our borders. Let's make no mistake about it. The Democrats have been strong on that project. What are you talking about? Now you're all of a sudden now you're strong on it. Okay, I hear why you're saying it. Is they're saying it because they're ramping up for 2020. I want people to know that they're not soft on it, and now they're all on board about the whole thing. We're all fine for the borders now, so we're going to have to align ourselves a little bit more. Does that mean possibly that the Democratic Party is changing and moving more to the right, more to the center, as Bill Clinton did in his second term? But they're not in power. But they're trying to get position. They'd love to be back in power. They'd love to be making policy back. But they're trying, and believe me, this will be a very interesting 2020 for sure. I look forward to it personally because the numbers like this, you just got the news from the 50-plus bodies being returned to North Korea. The only question that I have about the bodies, by the way, and this sounds a little strange, you're going to have to examine to make sure that, the DNA or whatever you can extrapolate. I mean, they say these are American. How do we know that they're not Korean bodies from the gulags? I don't know. Maybe they're forensics. Maybe there's ways that they can sift through that to know how old it is, or things or remnants in the remains to prove that these are U.S. service men and women. It'll be interesting to see if there's anything. We'll be on top of it. We'll definitely follow up on it. But that was just a thought that I had about, and I'm very happy, but I definitely want to make sure that we're getting the right remains. I remember when my mother-in-law, we were at the funeral home, and they gave us the wrong box. Luckily, I had looked in the box and discovered that the name was it was off. It was similar, but it was off. So imagine, thinking that you took somebody home, your loved one, and you got somebody else there. I mean, you just want somebody else. I mean, and if this is the case that these are the remains of these service people, families are going to be able to rest a lot easier and then lay them to rest on American soil. And there's no reason to believe, at least from information that I'm reading and some sources, that it's not the remains of these servicemen. But I tell you, what a huge step forward for this country in relation to North Korea, and them taking down their new testing site. Satellite imagery shows that they are actually doing just that. This is progress, folks. I'm very optimistic, and if you've listened to the entire broadcast today, worth sharing, by the way, on social media, worth telling people about the radio show on this radio station, letting people know that you like the show. But you're not going to get information like this in a common sense arena. It's hard to find. And when you find something, you share it. And that's the best way. People ask me all the time, how can I help grow For the People? We're listener supported, so any donation is appreciated at forthepeopleshow.com. But if your local radio station is not carrying For the People, let them know about the broadcast. And this is how we can grow. This is how we can get on more radio stations and make a difference. That's what I want to do, and I know that's what you want to do. I appreciate all you supporters out there that have backed us with $1 a month or more. Some of you can do that, $10 a month, some $25 a month. I appreciate that. If you'd like to join in, bare minimum, buy a coffee mug. It's $19. We advertise it at $20. We dropped it $1, and we'll ship it to you. ForThePeopleShow.com. Have a great weekend, and sit down and have dinner with your family eye to eye. Put the smartphones away. All the best. May God bless.